Hello, everyone. My name is Nicholas Outa. Together with my colleague and my partner, Julia Akin, we decided to form a hub where farmers and local community members can come and learn technologies, innovations, and management practices that can help them enhance food and nutrition security. So we called it Dala Integrated Aquaculture Hub. Dala is a Dholuo word for home. So it is the home of integrated aquaculture. So it is a hub where people can come, learn about these simple technologies that they can use to enhance food and nutrition security. And the whole idea is we are leaving no one behind in the conversation around food systems. So kindly follow through and see what this is about. So what was the thinking behind Dala? So we were driven by the need to bring the technologies, innovations, and management practices to the community. We realized there is a big gap between research and adoption and upscaling of these food systems. We are researchers. Actually, I'm a PhD scholar, and I have worked in projects that are dealing with that doing research in different aspects of food security, food systems, and we realize that there's a lot of output that come out of research, but then they don't get scaled to the communities for adoption. So this is one of the needs. We wanted a center where these technologies, once the research is done, we can scale it down and bring it to the farmers and the community members. The second one, we were also driven by the need to improve food and nutrition security among rural communities, which is still a challenge. We were also driven by the need to empower youth and women through training and capacity building on various food production systems, and to advocate for policy and governance on food production systems. Actually, we were driven by the need to make a difference in the community. And you can join us in this dream and make it become a reality. Yeah, okay, so you're welcome to join us. That's why I'm showcasing this so that you get to understand where you can always come in and, we join hands together. So we have already started producing some vegetables at the hub. And as you can see, this is our director, Julia, was carrying some rapeseed from our hub. And, she is happy. Now, so what is Dala Integrated Aquaculture Hub? I think I've explained, but that we are a hub that showcases various food production systems, innovations, and technologies with the aim of encouraging adoption by the local communities to enhance food security amongst smallholder farmers. I think that is the whole thing. We really want people to come, learn, adopt, and upscale so that they can do this at home, they can do this in their farms. The ultimate goal is for them to learn and adopt. So we work with Dala Agri Aqua Youth Group and Dala Food Security Women Group. These are groups that are affiliated to the hub. So they are the ones that do these activities around the hub. And so we work with them to achieve the goal of enhancing food and nutritional security among rural communities, which is the main goal behind Dala Integrated Aquaculture Hub. So then how does Dala Integrated Aquaculture Hub fit within the community food system? I'm not really going to talk about this into too much detail, but we know that ultimately there are different aspects of food in the food system. So there's the production, processing, the distribution, and consumption, which is also divided into different aspects. But the ultimate goal is for us to improve the community food security. Okay. Who are our directors? Our directors, so the hub is run by a team of 3 young women. I am the programs officer, but we have 3 directors. So we have Brenda, who's 23 years old. She's a college student. We have Julia, who is also a PhD student. And we have Nancy, who is a 31-year-old entrepreneur. Together, these 3 young women saw the need to make a difference in the community. So they said, hey, let's start small and then bring other people together. So as I've said, we work with Dala Agri Aqua Youth Group. We work with Dala Food Security Women Group. We work with community members and partners. And that's why you who is listening to this is a potential partner. Let's join hands together and see how far we can go. So we are also encouraging gender mainstreaming in food production at Dala Aqua. So we are including everyone. No one is being left behind, young women, the men. And why is it important for us to bring men into this conversation? You know that in the African setting, however much you train the women, however much you train the youth, as long as the decisions about production, factors of production like land and labor and other things still lie in the hands of men, then we have to include them, because you can train a woman or a youth as much as you want, but then when they go home, they are told that the land belongs to, the man will tell them, you have very good technologies and good ideas, but then the land still belongs to me. So you are not going to use that land. So we shall not have achieved much. So that's why we are bringing everyone on board. So this is when we just started. This is our director, Julia, who's planting seeds of gold. And I'm happy that we are here today, and I'm here also to share with you this. So kindly find a way through which you can join us so that we can change the lives of the community. So we also have the volunteers program. So we have different volunteers who are now, let me just call them the think tank. So they are the think tank behind Dala Aqua. So they are people with different backgrounds. So some in nutrition, some in community development, strategic management, all these things, IT, fisheries and aquaculture, all these things. Some are innovators. So we are coming together at the hub so that we can be able to think through and see how can we make the hub a useful place. So an example here is Linda Kadenge, who is a volunteer and is a strategic manager. She has a specialty in strategic management, and also with a background in criminology. So she has been working so much with the women in terms of investment, in terms of entrepreneurship and group dynamics. And that's what she comes as a volunteer to the hub to train these women on how they can make use of the little they have. So we have several of these. This is one of the sessions that we were having with the youth and the women, and we were just having a conversation at the hub on how we can make this a good place. So where do we get money from? One is the Westland was donated by a community member. His name is Gilbert Osibo. That it was just some land somewhere that was not doing anything. So it was wasteland. So it's like a quarry. So we decided to claim it and use it to produce food. Then we have volunteers. As I've said, they are also chipping in from time to time, just with some little money they have. Initial capital was also from members' contribution. As I've said, we have youth group and women group, but we also had our directors who also contributed some little money to just start. Okay, because our mantra in the Luo is chak achaka. Chaka chaka means just start. So we decided to just start, and that's now why we are reaching out to potential partners and funders and people with the same agenda like you, so that you can see where you can chip in. Because the whole idea is for us to achieve the bigger dream. So the bigger dream would require a bit of funding from here to. So what technologies do exist? We have planted some vegetables. These ones I just want to showcase. But then we are using old tires. This is one of the strongest points about Dala Integrated Aquaculture Hub. We are using old tires, and you will see these are the youth that are cutting these and then converting them into planting pots, where we can now be able to plant vegetables. You will see later. So these are our two ponds, and those are the tires that we are using. So these are tires that would have otherwise been burned out there, but we are now using them to grow food. We are also using jerry cans, as you can see. This is one of those vertical gardens. In that space, if you were to plant it on the ground, you could have planted 1 or 2 stems, but now we are planting 12 stems because of a vertical garden. So these are simple but innovative technologies innovations that the community members can easily adopt because they are cheap. They can easily adopt them. So do these images look familiar? And especially if you are from Kenya, you will appreciate the fact that there is something we call maandamano. So political demonstrations, when they occur, people burn these tires. But then we say, what if we adopt a tire? So we are running what we call adopt a tire movement at Dala Aqua. You are allowed to adopt tires here, and it will bear your name. We'll say this tire was adopted by so and so, and instead of this tire being out there, it's now at the hub, it found a home, and now we are using it to grow food. So these are some of the tires that have been adopted, and now after adopting them, we are using them to create conical gardens. So these conical gardens or vertical gardens can help us grow more food per unit area than if we were just growing them conventionally on the ground. Okay, so this is one of the members of the youth group. It's called Joseph. He's the one who makes this, and we make this for schools. We make this for the hub, and also we make this for any other client who wants us to go and make this for them. So you can always contact us at any time. So this is just a process of making one of those vertical gardens out of old tires. As you can see, our director is on it. So she's helping with this. So these are some of the conical gardens that I've already made. But also at the hub, we are also doing apiary. So we are doing beekeeping, and this is for the women. So women are the ones that are running the beekeeping project because it's easy. Once you get the hive, you just keep it there. There's nothing much that you have to come and give it water, come and do all these things. So this is one of the other things they are running. So this is the project that is done by women. But also we have fruits like pawpaw. We have grafted passion. We have 31 stems already right now. So this was just some youth. We have spices and herbs at there. We have so many things to come just and see. We have arrowroots, and also, so we are talking about food and nutrition security, but we're also talking about what we call dietary diversity. Okay. We are also doing table-sized fish, as you can see from our 2 ponds, but we have plans to do fingerling production. It's only that it requires a bit of some funding. So if you can be able to support us in that respect, we will really, really appreciate, because that is the goal we have. So when we started, there was an old pond that was just left there. So it had some wild fish. So we harvested that and treated our pond so that we could be able to do the current stocking. So far, so good. We have been able to harvest some vegetables, quite some impressive harvest there. And our director, as you can see, is very happy with this harvest. What is our dream? We only have one dream. We really don't have so many. The dream is to create food, secure households and villages. That is the dream. Can you be part of this dream? Please, please, kindly be part of this dream. Help us achieve the dream of creating food, secure households and villages. How can you do this? You can always donate. You can partner. You can support in whichever little way. And also we have partners. So Aqua Mnara is one of the partners that is working on water quality monitoring and management, especially for aquaculture farmers. So we are partnering with them to see how far we can go within the community, and also reaching out to other aquaculture practitioners in the region and also in Kenya. So what kind of support do we need so far? We need financial support. As a startup, there's quite a lot that is required for it to make sense. So if there's any way you can offer any financial support, we really appreciate material support, technical support, partnerships, and the collaborations. We are really open to this, because this is the only way we can be able to grow. And also, we can't do this alone. We need people to hold our hands, and when we hold hands together, we can go far, because the whole idea is to reduce food insecurity, especially among rural communities. So kindly be part of this. Thank you so much. I will the link to our website will be shared alongside this presentation, and also when you go to our website, you can always find the numbers to call, the numbers to text, and also the email address through which you can contact us. So we are integrated for food and nutrition security. That's it. So I call upon you to be able to be part of this and support in whichever way. Thank you so much. And we really appreciate that this is going to make a difference, and so that we can be able to change the lives that we can change.